The meaning of the movie author Orpheus for reading 5 minutes published 2.12. 2019 updated 7.12. 2022 The movie, A Clockwork Orange, is another incredible work of the great director Stanley Kubrick, which resulted from the powerful plot of the book. By the way, not everyone knows that A Clockwork Orange was directed by Kubrick, since his film, The Shining, for example, is on the rumor. In the Orange intertwined social, philosophical, moral problems of society. The institution of the family is degenerating. The state has a huge influence on everyone's life, carefully controlling the steps and actions of people. What is the hidden meaning of the movie, A Clockwork Orange? A brief retelling of the plot. Futuristic London. Young people, sitting in a bar, consumed an unusual cocktail, Milk Plus. This strange drink contained illegal substances. These drugs prompted young Alex DeLarge and his gang to commit acts of ultra-violence. After visiting the bar, the heroes beat up a homeless man, fought with a rival gang, stole a speeding car, illegally broke into the writer's house, and raped his wife. After a series of ugly adventures, the gang, led by Alex, once again found themselves in a bar. In this institution, the young hero brutally beat his friend for not letting him listen to classical music. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, a work that infinitely loved the egregious bandit. However, the other members of the criminal gang are not satisfied with the young man's behavior. The comrades expressed their claims to Alex. The young man does not agree with the accusations. To prove his superiority, he beat the members of his gang. However, the bandits harbor a grudge. When committing another crime, they betrayed their leader. Alex, after the attack on the mansion of Catwoman, found himself in the police station. In addition, the hero received a real prison sentence for the murder of the mistress of the robbed house. While serving his sentence, Alex got acquainted with the Bible. Gradually, the hero became a participant in religious services. The prison, where the leader of the group was often visited by high-ranking officials. After another visit of important persons of the state, Alex was offered to participate in a strange experiment, the purpose of which was to apply new methods of correctional therapy. For this he was promised an early release. However, Alex did not even imagine what he would have to face. Will the hero be able to withstand the experiment, and what conclusions will he draw for himself? The meaning of the movie. The movie, A Clockwork Orange, can be conditionally divided into 2 parts, before the announcement of the court verdict and after. The crime and the punishment for this act. Animal instincts in the first part of the movie prevail over common sense. The heroes are driven only by physical attraction. For young people it does not matter much whether their victims agree or are categorically against it. They pursue only their own selfish goals and interests. When creating correctional therapy, researchers took this point into account. They have developed a program that induces negative associations to many urges, including sexual urges. What was the relationship between the gang members? Whoever was stronger could beat up a comrade. Leadership was proved through fists and fights. Alex wanted to dominate the gang, he was obsessed with power, and he paid for it. Violence begets violence. Initially Alex forcefully achieved his leadership, at the end of the movie his methods played a cruel joke on him. Former associates, embittered and vengeful people, have not forgiven the actions of their former leader. The population is in constant fear. People are afraid to go out on the streets. Groups of young bandits attacked the cities. Why did this situation happen? Who is to blame for this cruelty to ordinary citizens? This movie is the story of a single individual. With all its vices, shortcomings, flaws. The director skillfully showed the hidden instincts, which a person cannot control. The ruthless truth: it is not love that rules the world. The world is mired in cruelty. In this situation, it is important to remain human. No event should lead people off the path of life. It is necessary to be honest with oneself. In this life it is always necessary to rely solely on oneself. Then nothing will knock a person out of the usual rut, no shocks will not cause irreparable damage. None of us, unfortunately, is not immune from betrayal and despicable deeds. But even in this case one should not resort to violence. The director wanted to emphasize that with the help of coercive actions it is impossible to change a person. The meaning of the finale: violence and brutality have become almost the norm of human society. Impersonal youth riots have taken over the world. Conflicts with the authorities have only inflamed the situation in many countries. However, the director, with the help of his movie, A Clockwork Orange, wants to tell all viewers that there is no need to blame the state, religion, criminals. You have to start with yourself. Everyone is equally to blame for what happened. We are the ones who allowed such cruel events to happen. It is foolish to frame others, to write off misfortunes and troubles on bandits. The ending of the movie is unexpected. No, Alex has not become a model citizen. In his fantasies again sexual desire. Now the hero is sure what he will do when he leaves the walls of the hospital. He hasn't been changed, rebuilt. He has no aversion to violence. Instincts have taken over again. To change society, you always have to start with yourself. This concludes our dissection of the meaning of the movie A Clockwork Orange. Do you have any theories or questions? Feel free to write us in the comments, we will be glad to have your activity. Have a peaceful sky above your head and see you soon. Admin.